the end of the day, that 40% increase doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're going from $1 million to $1.4 million, just by executing the strategies I talk about on the channel, that is exciting. Bottom line though, at the end of the day, it all just comes down to you have to know your numbers. You have to know that you got to constantly spend more on ads to grow your company. And with that, your goal is to always raise your ad spend another 10 to 30% at any given time. You raise it, you put your money in the best places that you know will give you the return the quickest. But each time you raise your budget, it's going to take probably months before you get your sales to correspondingly. Generally speaking, I usually tell clients that we're going to increase the budget. Let's say on a typical e-commerce company, we're going to raise the budget 20% here. We're going to expect in 90 days our sales to be 20% higher than what it was. And that's the goal. And if it's not, we're going to keep the budget where it is until the sales are 20% higher than what we started with. We're going to try to get there as soon as we can so we can raise our budget again. 90 days is more realistic here. For just a simple 20% increase in sales of a 20% increase in budget. Then, and it may take 90 days, it might take 180 days. Then we're going to do the next 20%. A year from now, and it's March right now, and we're coming back next March, we're going to be making 40% more than we did the previous year. And this is just how you do it. And this doesn't sound very exciting, 40% increase. Oh, I don't have till 80 years old to become rich and buy all these Lambos and this and that. At the end of the day, that 40% increase doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're going from $1 million to $1.4 million, just by executing the strategies I talk about on the channel, that is exciting. Your percentage gain in terms of how quickly you scale up the budget and your sales accordingly goes down over time. You're working with bigger numbers, still works out to a lot more money for yourself every year. Executing the strategies I talk about on this channel, weeding out stuff that doesn't work, sticking with the stuff that does, implementing new stuff, and doing this over and over again.